We are in the middle of an epidemic of moral cowardice, I'm afraid, in our country. We are appeasing some of the worst people because the police are afraid. And I have senior contacts in the police who tell me that their biggest fear is Muslims kicking off. So that mustn't be allowed to happen. And then the other fear is that a lot of us now have started refusing to go along with the multiculturalism has worked out absolutely brilliantly. And they are now afraid of people pointing that out. But this is absolutely outrageous. And we've got this guy, Ayub Khan, an independent member of parliament who has celebrated this Israeli team not being allowed to come to Aston Villa. And he has basically delivered a load of propaganda and misinformation. He said that this particular team was involved in scuffles in Amsterdam, in attacks. The actual fact of what happened in Amsterdam, which is documented by a court, is hundreds of Muslims in Amsterdam ambushed and set out on what was called a Jew hunt, all right? And this was not just football fans, this was any Jew they could find. They threw them into canals, they jumped out of canals. There was immense violence. So what we're seeing, as I said, is the police are appeasing these people. We've got an Islamic preacher, Astar Rashid. When the Tel Aviv team, if they come to Birmingham, we will not show them mercy. That is incitement, right? Yeah. You have any other member of any other community saying that, and that they would be done for incitement, but it's all, let's consult with community leaders. Let's do a community impact assessment. We don't want the police to do a community impact assessment for one protected characteristic. This is the United Kingdom. The police are supposed to be policing for every single one of us.
Well, this is something really close to my heart, the Harvey Willgoose incident, where the 15-year-old boy was murdered in school. As I did a video literally as it came out 6 months ago, and I told you he was Muslim, I told you, came out from the school he was, but they took them 6 months and buried it for 6 months that he was obviously a Muslim. No doubt there, he went, stabbed him, and then danced around with the knife, happy as joy. Now, what did he get? What was his sentencing? Well, back in the day, any murderer, he was 15 at the time, any murderer would get death, right? You killed somebody, you get killed, we don't want you around, you're clearly dancing as well, you're absolutely crazy. So yeah, you get killed. Then they said, no, we're going to do life sentence. You get locked up forever. Okay. Then they said a life sentence is not life, it's 30 years. Now, we're not going to call it a 30-year sentence because that would be spitting in the face of the murder victim, so we'll still call it life. Well, yesterday, Harvey Willgoose's murderer got 16 years, but what did they label it? A minimum of 16-year life sentence to make you think he's getting some sort of punishment. He's getting 16 years. He'll be out in 16 years. This guy will be out, he's 17 now, he'll be out at 33 years old. 33 years old to live the rest of his life on benefits for sure, and who knows, easily able to recommit, completely radicalized in jail, and he'll be out and about at 33 years old. And Harvey Willgoose, a 15-year-old boy, will be dead. I have nothing to say. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. So the Muslim cover-up happened over there. Then we have the rape gang inquiry, the Muslim rape gang inquiry, where the fifth rape gang victim has declined, has basically quit the inquiry. And the reason they're all quitting is it's totally rigged. They're not allowed to even mention the perpetrator's ethnicity. So they're not allowed to say he's Pakistani or Bangladeshi. They're not allowed. Then they have to sign an NDA. They're not allowed to speak to journalists about anything. And then they're forced to, they're basically these crazy questions, crazy written questions that have gone over 1 million times, i.e. totally taking off the focus of what really happened, straying the focus. And then they're being called in by the MP Tess Phillips and basically being lambasted for not being proactive or whatever. And so the fifth one just quit today, saying it's basically a cover-up. That's all they're going to do. Like every single inquiry, the Iraq War inquiry, the Iraq War whistleblower inquiry, the guy who basically whistleblowed on it, his inquiry, the COVID inquiry also covered up, and you've got this one as well. It's just a whitewash. That's all they do with these inquiries. And so that's what's happening here. I reckon all of them should quit because nothing's going to come from it, let's be honest. None of the Labour MPs are going to jail, none of the police that were in on it are going to jail, and none of the perpetrators will go to jail either. So it's just a waste of everyone's time. So that's the UK at the moment. We've got a murderer going in for 16 years, he'll be out at 33. Massive rape gangs that occurred, nothing's going to happen to them. And what do we have here? What was it? Wayne O'Rourke is being released from jail tomorrow after 3 years sentence in jail. Obviously it was cut, but 3 years he was sentenced to jail. What for? He says Axel Ruda Cabana, the Southport stabber, was Muslim. And he was jailed for inciting racial tension. He said the truth at the time when everyone was saying he's a Welsh schoolboy. He said the truth and he was jailed. And he's coming out now, literally 2 years later. I have nothing to say. For a tweet, guys, remember. For a tweet. Now, thanks to Trump's insane deal, most of the October 7th Hamas murdering Muslims. Remember, all this we're talking about today is all Muslims. We're talking about the stabber of Harvey Willgoose. We're talking about the rape gangs. We're talking about Wayne O'Rourke and the Southport stabber, all Muslims. So anyway, the Hamas murderers that raped, killed, pillaged 1,200 people, burnt babies, strangled them, whatever, they all got less than that. They were released in less than 1.5 years, right? Most of them were captured in 1.5 years, and they were released with this insane, stupid hostage deal within 1.5. And Wayne O'Rourke, for writing a tweet, spent more time in jail than a mass murdering, raping baby killer. This is what happens if you're Muslim. You can get away with literally anything. And if you're not, you're going to jail for literally anything. Thank you very much.